Good morning, everyone. It is 8:03. It is time for First Alert Weather Extra. Going to get more in depth on the what's happening out there, the forecast, how much rainfall we've seen so far. So good morning, everyone. First Alert Meteorologist Jill Giliardi here. Yes, gloomy weather has been certainly impacting the Northeast for several days now. We have another First Alert weather day today because of more rain expected, though there has been a little lull developing, at least this morning, so some opportunities to get out and about, not have to worry about it pouring rain. And make sure you keep up with radar trends today. The easiest way is through the First Alert weather app and any alerts that might develop as well. So we have more rain on tap for later today. Heavy at times, isolated storms could be a part of the mix, and you get the the gist. Ponding on roadways, poor drainage, some smaller streams, creeks, and all that rising, and of course they end up in the rivers too. So we did see a report of, 3.72 inches in Woodbury Center, New Hartford 3.76, in New Hartford 3.44, just for example. The reports continue to come out from the different weather offices. We'll keep you posted on that. What we're going to be expecting beyond today's First Alert Weather Day, there will be a few showers tomorrow and really a brief break Thursday, and then more rain. It looks like a colder rain to end the week, and that's another First Alert Weather Day. So in terms of any alerts right now, we have a flood warning until this evening for the Housatonic and Still River. Minor flooding is expected in those areas, so be mindful of that. The positive to all this rain, well, certainly any drought situation, that's going to alleviate and give you a break from maybe all your allergy symptoms. All about that for today. Now, we'll start to gradually climb back upwards as the rain coverage and more breaks of sunshine develop through Thursday. So again, what's happening right now doesn't necessarily look like what the future radar is showing at this moment in time, but we take it for the trends, and it gives us an idea of what to expect. And you notice we're not out of the woods for more development of not only showers but even thunderstorms. Could even be a locally strong storm with some hail, not impossible, gusty wind, and certainly some locally heavy downpours could certainly aggravate the flooding situation. So today, some of you may not get much more, others over an inch of rainfall, so keep that in mind. But notice the improvements starting by tonight. So the severe threat is right now, according to the Storm Prediction Center, has that low risk for a strong hail or wind producer. I would say plan on that possibility even in Connecticut. But look at it. I wanted to show you a brighter view right now. One of our viewers was like, Jill, look at it, the sun's coming out, yay, so that is a nice sight to see, right? We hope that it would take over the entire state. Unfortunately, you'll get a few breaks here or there, then it clouds up, and then as you notice, those icons showing the chance for a passing shower or thunderstorm at any point through the afternoon, early evening hours before things kind of calm down. Temperatures inland a little warmer than along the shoreline because the wind flow is coming up from the south. Some foggy conditions developing as well. So yeah, it's been pretty damp over the past several days. We're going to see more rain added to this, of course, as we look at the slightly bigger picture. You see that swirl back towards the Great Lakes? We've got low pressure that's been plaguing us. We're on the eastern side. That's the wetter side of things. And so you get one little corridor that develops, swings through. Here comes another one starting to form just offshore. It looks like that is just offshore of New Jersey. So expect that to kind of come up in our direction a little later this morning and through the afternoon. So we're not done yet, even though we're seeing some lulls. So we've had this fancy term called the omega block. If I were to, circle off where we have low pressure, it basically makes an omega symbol. But basically we have low pressure spinning back towards closer to Texas, the southwestern U.S., a high pressure in between, and then another low across the northeast. This pattern will start to break down, thankfully, heading into tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, look at that. Most of the day is going to be fairly dry. We can't rule out a spot shower. A few more breaks of sunshine. Definitely much improved compared to today's weather and yesterday. As we take a look at tomorrow along the shoreline, there's that small chance for a passing shower in the morning hours, especially in the afternoon. Features some breaks of sunshine, highs in the mid-60s. Next 3 days looks like this. Again, First Alert Weather Day today, off and on rain. It could be heavy at times, with a few thunderstorms mixed in. We might even be able to kind of diminish that isolated shower and storm chance tomorrow, because it really is dropping off in terms of the future radar. But we'll keep a small chance in there. It's not a washout by any means. And the conditions Thursday look pretty decent. While there could be a shower late, generally much better weather than we've been experiencing. But here we go again. This pattern is a little bit more active one. We have another system that's going to bring some rain our way Friday. So potentially heavy. It's going to renew any flooding concerns, impact outdoor plans. So Friday is now a first alert weather day. It shows it developing in the morning hours, both models. One model is a little bit more aggressive, I will say, in terms of the accuracy right now, because we're missing some data due to weather shortage, the weather service shortage that cut some of the staff members. They're not able to send up those weather balloons in a few areas. So guess what? You get some missing data. You got a less accurate model now. So leaning more the ECMWF you see on the right. That is the wetter one right now. We're leaning more towards. So that is going to be the more accurate model as of right now. In terms of the outlook for rainfall beyond 6 days, well, leaning a little drier, possibly, and same goes for 8 to 14 days out. So we'll get some much needed rain and then maybe some lulls in the action. We can get out there and mow the lawn, all that jazz. Temperature outlook, of course, if we trend drier, you know what, we're going to trend hotter, and that looks to be the case. Not a strong signal, but certainly heading in that direction beyond the 7-day. So let's take a look at your first alert 7-day forecast. All right, we got a very important weekend. Of course, it's Mother's Day weekend. I've been looking at that forecast too, because I'm going to have family come to town. I can't take the day off, so I said, well, come on over. Of course, they're coming in from Massachusetts, but showers early Saturday, and then the second part of the day is looking better, which I hope so, because I plan on grilling out. But definitely keep checking in regarding Saturday, and certainly the exit time of that rain, because it might impact the front part of your day if you're kind of doing things a little bit earlier with family members. And then Mother's Day itself, though, looks terrific. I mean, 75, low humidity, especially when you see lows in the 40s. So cool nights ahead, opportunities to open up the window, let the refreshing air in. We get the muggy air with us today. Some fog will be developing again tonight into tomorrow morning. Again, an isolated shower, certainly possible for tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be, we don't think it's going to be widespread. I think those icons look worse than what's going to be developing. But yeah, rain, 57 for high Friday, first alert weather day. Showers early Saturday, Mother's Day looking great. Monday, there's that warm up. So yeah, trending drier going into next week, and also a little warmer than average as well. But we get through today and certainly see a couple days of improved weather. Not perfect, but improved. And then Friday is going to be another day that we have to deal with more rain and potential renewed risk for flooding. We hopefully don't see that, but we'll be prepared for that. That's really just first alert weather extra. Of course, we got new data that's going to be rolling in, of course, later this morning. So I'll be updating you on the noon with some of that. But all the rest of the models, well, they take until the afternoon. So if you have a chance, you're busy throughout this afternoon, pop on and you can watch the first alert weather extra that's going to be on at 9:30 tonight. So set a little reminder for yourself. All right, so have the rain gear with you today. And be mindful of a new development this afternoon. Again, we can't rule out a strong thunderstorm. Not out of the question. Otherwise, more rain than anything else. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.